What's up, Rangers? Welcome back to another episode of Oldham Country Park. It's a show where we visit all the country parks within the UK. Today we're here at Daisy Nook Country Park. It's somewhere out near Oldham, and one of its prominent features is a canal that runs through it, although it's looking a little bit green today, so you know, it's pretty nice in parts. Keep watching, you'll see a bit more of it, because I think actually the sort of surrounding area is actually really nice around here. So if that's not the country park and this is, it's got to be fantastic.
Yeah, just a quick word. Daisy Nook Country Park is a long established one. It's been open since 1976, and fortunately for once the visitor centre and cafe is still open, but that's at the other end of the park, so we'll have a look at that a bit later. The main features of the park are the River Medlock, which is just off to our left. We'll be crossing it shortly, and the remains of the Hollywood Branch Canal, which remains in water up to that bridge and then stops. Just a bit of history I forgot to mention about Daisy Nook Country Park. There wasn't any such place until a local poet called Ben Brierley mentioned it in a poem called A Day Out, and people conflated it with this area, which was then known as Waterhouses, but people liked Daisy Nook, so Daisy Nook it became. So it's a tribute to Mr. Browley, I suppose. So, as you can see, the walk along the old canal gets nicer and nicer the further you go along. And there's plenty of benches to sit down if you need a rest.
Almost heading exactly west.
Yeah, now suddenly got very clogged up here.
It's not a bad sight though.
No.
Teeming with plant life, that's good. You love to see it.
Yeah, I think these are actually private houses to our left. So, yeah, this is what's called the Bardsley. Well, it's marked on the map as the Bardsley car park, but not sure it is anymore, actually. Yeah, we've got some semi-tame squirrels around here. Lovely. Oh yes, here is the path through the woods, and another squirrel. There he is at the base of the tree. Wonderful. Oh, there he is climbing up.
You are putting rather a lot of effort into documenting this one squirrel.
I know, he's lovely. Look at him.
He's right there. He's clinging onto the tree for dear life. Yeah. There he is. Sprawled out. Absolute unit.
Oh, lots of them. This is Squirrel Central.
Hang on a minute, let's go around there. See if I can capture some quiet, good footage. There's one down there. This one's well chill. Welcome to Mike MCSG, the channel about castles, country parks, railways and squirrels.
And as you can see, we've emerged right by the Medlock, which is very sedate at this point, very shallow as well. But again, absolutely gorgeous.
It's making that.
Yeah, we took a bit of a wrong turning, but we're now convinced that we are on the right side. We're walking through Buddha Wood, yeah, and
of the can back there as well.
We can hear something squeaking in the woods.
We did pass by a Rottweiler before, so we might have caught something. Probably not.
No. Yeah, no sign of it. But yeah, this is absolutely gorgeous, walking through Buddha Wood, high above the River Medlock, down below. Eventually, steps will lead you back down to the river level.
Yeah, we're still by the river here.
Yeah, and then back up again. Yeah, we're pulling away from the river at this point. You can see the bank's actually bits shored up here. Don't know what, obviously they were protecting something there. I think it's a road actually. And this is a popular spot for frolicking in the river, although it's still not very deep at this point. And here is where we meet the canal again, because we're actually filming this from the high aqueduct above the River Medlock. And yeah, this was the structure that I was seeing the walls of. This is what it was, and this means that the river heads that way and the canal heads that way. And this is where the Country Parks Visitor Centre is. So we're taking a break here if we're on the Medlock footage, but continuing on if we're on the Country Park footage.
So that's the point that the river becomes pretty inaccessible.
Well, I thought so, but I've just seen someone walking down it, so I'll have to investigate that a bit more closely. This is actually filmed a few weeks later because we missed this on our first visit. This is just beyond the aqueduct. There's a little path to the left and you come to this adventure playground. And it also marks the start of a short riverside walk leading you out of the park. So we're coming to the epicentre of the park here. We've got a little adventure playground here just before we get to the countryside centre. This is the main car park. So like I say, very nice to see that this place is still open. So it is pretty much just a cafe. Okay, pretty much is just a cafe these days, but there are some nice pictures on the wall. And a dinosaur. Yeah, this is what's known as Sammy's Basin, and my Medlock Valleyway trail leaflets marks a model boat pond here, but that doesn't seem to be in operation anymore.
Is this Crime Lake?
I think Crime Lake is just a bit further on. I think this is Sammy's Basin. Oh no, maybe this was the model boat pond. But now, yeah, that looks more like it, but looks a bit lilied up now, if that's the word. Oh, we're on our way to Crime Lake and we've spotted a heron. Can you see it under the trees there? Just waiting patiently. We've seen a lot of them this summer. I don't know if it's a good season for them. But hello, Mr. Heron. So yes, there's plenty of bird life here to admire. What's he seen? Right, bye-bye Mr. Heron. Well, this is the culminating feature of the park where the canal has been dammed up and a lake has formed. This is Crime Lake, known after the area rather than because there's any sort of antisocial behaviour there, but it is a lovely spot to conclude your walk through the park.
Be on your blog?
Yeah.
This Crime Lake?
Yeah. Simon actually said we weren't recording at that point. No, actually we were, so...
it just stops people being annoying, you know what I mean?
Yeah, fair enough.
It's very just very effective at dealing with people. Like, oh, we're recording. Oh, I'm not going to do it. It's like, you're not that interesting. Nobody will find you over the internet. Nobody cares.
Right. Do you want to see if there's any seats free around there?
Yep.
And then check whether that's on the bus route.
We're going to have to go back to the visit centre to get to it.
Not necessarily. I mean, that's the road. If the buses go past there, then that'll do just as well. Oh, and here's a bench. Okay.
Right. Well, if you enjoyed this video, please drop a like, maybe a subscribe, leave a nice comment and share it with your mates. If you do decide to leave a comment and you didn't like it, leave constructive criticism, not just, oh, that's bad, because I have a very particular set of skills I've acquired over a long career of just sitting at home doing nothing. I will leave a comment back and it will hurt your feelings.